So you expect me to keep forgiving somebody that keeps wounding me in the same area 490 times? You don't know what I've suffered with that person. You don't know what they put me through. You don't know that the scars they left in my life. And Lord, you actually expect me to forgive them 490 times? We could bring it down. You expect me to give them 77 times, forgive them? No, the Lord don't expect you to forgive them 490 times, because he don't expect you to, watch this, to keep count. 490 times, or 70 times 7, is a metaphor from the Lord that is, watch, keep forgiving people who hurt you without keeping record of how many times you have to forgive. See? Now, even as I say that to you, some of you squirm in your chair. You squirm in the overflow because you're thinking about yourself, a season of trauma, a moment of betrayal, a person who failed you, a divorce that scarred you. You're thinking about people right now you're still holding. They're in your heart like an apartment. And you're hearing Jesus says, I want you to forgive every person that hurt you, to the point that you even stop counting how often you forgive. Now, see? Now, young Philip Anthony Mitchell heard that and said, Lord, I don't know if I could do that. Any brother or sister that wounds me deeply, you expect me to just keep forgiving people over and over and over and over again. That is, watch, Lord, you're telling me there is no limit to forgiveness? Because in our natural flesh, it is not easy to forgive people when they wound you. I can testify of being hurt by people, and my first response is not forgiveness, it's vengeance. It's retaliation. It's, I don't owe you forgiveness. And I know I'm not the only one. You could sit there and look at me with your halo cricket on your head. For a lot of us, our natural first response is pain, it's tears, it's heartbreak, it's hold that person until I'm ready to do something with them.
Learn how to love yourself. The problem with me was I realized I didn't love myself. I was too busy loving everybody else, and nobody was loving me. But I said, when you do so much for other people, then you're taking away from yourself. You gotta make yourself first. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta pull your wig off and shut that door and say, everybody outside this door ain't gonna go to hell today, because it's all about me. You gotta learn how to love yourself.
This is what a 6-month-old does at his doctor's appointment. So I'm just hanging out with my Passy. Tinky! Hey, Tinky man! He's doing real good. Man, time flies. I remember his first few appointments. He was so tiny. He was no bigger than my fingers. Now he chunky chewy, sitting up and putting his own pacifier in his mouth. Hey, yo. Say, hey, that's life. We grow up. Right? Let me start goofing around with him. I never felt this out. I need to before the doctors come back. This is not for you. It's about you, but it ain't for you. And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is a friend. And if I ever fall in love so true, I will be sure that the lady's just like you. Oh, yeah. I can't even do it. So, y'all know what I'm learning or what I'm discovering?